Oh shit. Dorian took out fucking Carlin Winslow. He's a cop killer. Now Chicago's in trouble. Especially Shabrini Green. Shabrini Green done. Anyway, the musician formerly known as Prince, otherwise known as Give, I think his name is, he's still on the mission for some ass. Following the girl, whatever. God damn. He thirsty, basically. Following her. And he's asking her all kinds of questions like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm here for Arslan. Well, what business do you have with him? She says, well, we owe, with the people at whatever facility she's at, I think it's a temple or something like that, or basically they owe their loyalty to Arslan. I forgot exactly why. I don't know. They said something about somebody died and sent her for him or something. I think they said that that temple was given to Arslan as a gift. So basically the people in there are at his service, and one of them was jealous of this girl because she was so strong and so smart and every fucking thing. They sent her to help Arslan, thinking that she would be killed in the process. Something to that effect. I'm pretty sure I'm 90% accurate in what I was saying. Anyway, Carlin Winslow, he found himself a damn snitch. And the dude was beat the fuck up. I mean, pretty bad. And he was telling them that Narcissus escaped with only 4 people. And he went south. And the guy says, well, can I get paid for giving you this information? And Carlin says, sure. Kills the motherfucker. And he said to himself, he knows Narcissus is a smart guy and he's calculating. So he said, this can't be true. It's got to be a setup. It must be a trap. And he said that the guy must have been sent by Narcissus. Now, that shit was pretty, I mean, it was pretty funny because, I mean, think about it. Narcissus, Carlin's not an idiot. He's smart. He's trying to outdo Narcissus. He knows he's trying to outdo Narcissus because Narcissus is on the other side of the team. So he would have thought, damn, this motherfucker's got to be with Narcissus because they got Dorian with him. Narcissus is good. Dorian is extra fucking good. How can this guy escape from them if they really wanted him dead? You know, and if they think about it, if he had information on them, wouldn't they want him dead? Why would they want him to get away with this information? So Carlin says they must wanted me to hear that information, which they did. But he didn't know it was a double setup. He thought that the guy gave him the wrong information on purpose, but the guy gave him the right information. Well, the wrong information. What am I trying to say? He gave him the right information in terms of it was 4 people. That wasn't believable. So they said, oh, that can't be right. He said it was 4 people. He said they headed north. And then they found out that they really headed south, which they really did. So he says they must have sent this guy. Anyway, they tried to get the drop on Narcissus and on Narcissus and Arslan and whatnot. That shit was funny. He said, I'm gonna get the drop on this motherfucker. Anyway, what's called Narcissus is in the woods. They waiting for him. They led them into a little cavern, like where it's hard to fight within the group. It's probably gonna be a whole bunch of friendly fire. And that's when what you call him shows up. Sorry, my eyes is sensitive and this light is shining directly on them. From using this fucking computer so much, you guys fucked my eyes up. Trying to make sure I put out videos every day. That's what tore my eyes up. I used to have regular eyes until then. Now the shit's beating. Like while I'm watching shit, I'll be feeling my head go like this. But anyway, you guys did this. But anyway, that girl jumped on Narcissus' ass. What's her name? Ferrangus or whatever her name. God damn, she got a weird ass name, Ferrangus. But anyway, she sounds so masculine. She jumped on Narcissus' ass, not knowing that he was a G. He was able to turn around, find out who she was. Turn around, defend himself, then found out who she was. He revealed who he was, and then they said, "Oh, okay, so you're here for Arslan." And then she says, "Well, why did you just believe me?" He says, "Well, if you was with Carlin, you would have made sure that you gave up my location, but you didn't." So obviously you must be telling the truth, because if you was really with Carlin, you know, the jig would be up by now. And it'd be like, she would have said, he said talking loud, basically trying to give a signal without letting Narcissus know that she's signaling. Because instead of saying, he's over here, so everybody can run up the mountain and whatnot, and then she winds up getting killed, he tries to escape with enough time. He'll have enough time to escape in the woods. So they're not running, you know, horses through there as fast as a human can, you know, hide or something. She would just be talking as normal, but loud enough where the people say, what's that? You know, that type of deal. But she didn't, so he knew that she was right. And then he also figured out that that dude Give was there, or as I like to call him, the musician formerly known as Prince. And he's seen him in the background. Now, they're not too sure about him, but he seemed to be down. Anyway, I didn't know Dorian was like such a fucking G. I mean, the shit was just ridiculous. So Narcissus set up his plan. Give and Ferungus, they were slaughtering soldiers left and right. Arslan was doing his thing. That little kid, what's his name, Nectar or whatever his name was, or Tecton or whatever his name is, he was doing his thing, and they was putting a lot of soldiers to shame, causing avalanches or whatever. So after taking so many casualties, they said these motherfuckers must have like 100 or 200, maybe 300, 400 men with them. You know, maybe 500, 600, 700, maybe 8, 9, 10, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, maybe even 5,000, 10,000, somewhere around the ballpark range of maybe 20 or 30,000 men with them. That's what they were thinking. Anyway, he said that Dorian was coming. The little boy yelled that out. And the soldiers said, what? And they scattered. I was like, damn, Dorian's name carries that much weight and that much clout. Narcissus was surprised. He says, I knew it would have an effect. He said, but I didn't know it was going to be like this. All the soldiers they were gone. So anyway, Carlin's he's a G. Carlin's a G too. You know, he says after he sees that, he doesn't run. He just runs right up the mountain and goes straight for Arslan. So he's a G, but also he's on a mission. He's got to face Dorian anyway. That's how he feel, like, I'm on a mission. Fuck it, I got to face this guy. You know, that type of deal. He faces off against Dorian. He's able to hold his own for a minute, but Dorian's able to get the best of him because he knows as soon as the guy seen Dorian's back, he says, time to get him. Dorian hit him from the back. So Dorian's well experienced and well versed in that. He knows all the weaknesses that you would go for, and he's able to beat you to the punch. That's what that was all about. Anyway, Carlin didn't go down without a fight. He tried to get back up. He took a nice little hit, but he was still able to keep going. But what happened was, as he tried to recover, he fell off the horse and his spear had broke and went inside of him. He also revealed that King Adradirius or Adragon or whatever the dude name is, the King Adragon or something, is still alive. Give revealed that Arslan's mom is still alive and well. And he told Arslan, he said, I came here to help you. And that girl Ferungus, she's looking at him. I mean, it was funny as hell when she looked at him. She was like, yeah, fucking right. You're here for some pussy. That's what it's about. Anyway, but as far as she can tell, because they're into that superstitious stuff, and it seemed that it's from as far as she can tell, he's legit. You know, that type of deal. Okay, I know he's here for some ass, but he's legit. You know, Narcissus pretty much figured it out. He says, well, as far as we know, he seemed to check out. Not only that, he's a good warrior, so he could, help us in battle. So that's how they felt. You know what's kind of weird? You got Dorian in full-scale armor. Everybody else in, like, regular clothing. This girl Ferungus is, like, butt-ass naked. Like, if you fall, some skin is coming up off of her. That's kind of weird. I wonder if women really would do that, in those times. Would they really fight like that, or would they really put on, like, suit of armor? I would put on some armor, At that time, I would put on some armor, or at least some heavy clothing or something, you know. But anyway, that was kind of weird, but that happens all the time, like especially in video games. But it's cool. Who cares? So you know the feminist is coming after this video and after the show right now, right? Because of Ferrangus. They're coming after her. Anyway, everybody, I mean, Arslan respected Carlin. So did Dorian. He respected him too. Narcissus pretty much respected him too. But he was a traitor and he turned on him and he was trying to kill him. So what they said in their minds, we know this guy. This guy's a strong guy. He would not turn on us for any old reason. He was very trustworthy, very loyal. What made him flip? And he said that if they knew, they might flip. Remember, that's what he said the first time. Now he's saying that he should, for Arslan's good, he'd rather not have him know. So what I think it is King Agragon or whatever his name is. It has something to do with Arslan's dad, basically. That's what I think it is. Which I really don't think is Arslan's dad. I think Adragon or whatever is his uncle. I think it's his uncle. Excuse me. And then he also said that the true king, it will take the throne. Now he could be talking about the silver mask dude. He could be talking about the what's the name, the Lestinians or whatever. But I don't believe so. Cause why did he say the true king, meaning the person who's supposed to be the king? You understand? He didn't say a good king or a new king. He said the true king, meaning the person who's supposed to have that seat. Well, as far as what we know from what we heard in the last episode, the fat king, I mean, not the fat king, the fat king's brother, I think revealed that Adragon or whatever took the seat from his brother, killed him. So I'm thinking that he really didn't get killed. I think Carlin is in cahoots with Adragon's brother to take the throne back by using those other armies, and eventually they'll turn on them and get rid of them and go back to Pars, and he'll own Pars or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. He's probably, and remember, what they said, Adragon or whatever took this his brother's girl from him. If he took the girl from him, then why would it be so far-fetched to believe that Arslan is really not the son? Because while the queen was, we know the queen is his mom, while she was with the other guy, he was fucking her brains out. Come on, man. You already know it. He was fucking her brains out. So if that's the case, and you see how what's his name? Adragon, I can't pronounce it. Adragon act towards Arslan. He didn't seem like he didn't give a fuck about the dude at all, but he just seemed like real stern, real harsh, that type of thing, the tough love type of shit. So I'm guessing he knew that's not really his son. He said, "This is my nephew," that type of deal. So I'm thinking that Carlin Winslow was working for him. But basically, Family Matters is over because Carlin Winslow got taken out. That I think that would make being that Carlin Winslow is Carl Winslow, Dorian would probably be Eddie Winslow. Narcissus would probably, who would Narcissus be? Geeve probably is going to be Steve Urkel. Why? Because he's chasing his girl. So that would make her what's her name? Ferrangus. That would make her what's her name? Laura Winslow. And then who would Dorian be? I'm going ahead and say he's 3J just because. Can't find nobody else. That's 3J. But anyway, let me go ahead and check these comments and see what the hell's going on with you guys before you get mad at me. I left a comment. You didn't reply. You're a piece of shit. I want you dead. God damn. I hate you so much. Okay. Hopefully this review of the episode convinces me to check it out. Mean, please react to the poem. God damn, you keep doing this? Okay, once upon a time across the nation. Oh, this is somebody else. Across the nation, 10 ninjas make organization. Make an organization, or just make organize. I guess that it sounds better. Make organization. You see them. They follow one chief on a mission to capture the nine-tailed beast. The master, ha ha, I'm not like Splinter. When you speak about the S-class ninja, better kill yourself when you're when they on your trail. This is some hip hop shit. Okay, black trench coat, blood coats, and dark nails. Shinobis want to play, but they won't have it. You do know poetry and raps are different. They're not the same. People keep saying poetry, rap is poetry. No, rap is a subcategory of poetry. It kind of is poetry, but poetry isn't rap. Poetry is different. It's a different flow to a different style, but it's poetry at its core, but it's a different form of poetry. It's sort of like saying a microwave is an oven. You know, it's a machine that cooks, but it's not exactly the same. It's a little bit different. As you can see, rap could be battle rap. You know, where I don't see battle poetry going on. No, don't they have like spoken word or something like that? I don't know what the fuck is spoken word. What the fuck is that? Oh well, anyway. But they don't have like, as far as I know, they ain't got no battles. You know, shit like that. Hip hop goes far, it transcends genres. You know. Anyway, okay. Shinobis want to play, but they won't have it. Fuck around, get eaten like a sandwich. If you know treason, then understand that a goal is achieved when you plan it. With a jutsu to put you in darkness, cook you and leave you heartless. With the beast they break the market. So they rape any village. They want to start shit. Ninja, is this a movie? Attacking the Leaf Village is where my crew be. What the fuck? Ninja. Basically, nigga, is this a movie? Attacking the Leaf Village is where my crew be. What it is to be a shinobi, my niggas feel you for your film, man. Okay, Akatsuki, and my niggas feel you for me. Feel you before you basically get you before you get me. This motherfucker's crazy. Stoops is a mother. Goddamn, he's a clown, man. This shit is funny as hell, though. I did enjoy it. That was funny. It was fun. I ain't gonna lie. I did enjoy that shit. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke, and you got the power to change that. Peace.